everybody. It's 2 o'clock. It's now the 8th. I want to post about a dream. But before I post it, I want to let my sister down in Texas there know that I did make the video about heaven. It turned into an hour-long video. There was no other way to do it. I had a lot to say, apparently. I don't know how I'm even going to upload it. Tomorrow I'm going to try and go down into the city where they have free Wi-Fi, and hopefully it won't tell me that the video is too long like it has before. I don't understand why that does that to me. It tells me the video is too long for YouTube. There's videos on here 3 hours long. Anyway, this dream, I got it December 7th. It's definitely from our Father. I was walking down a sidewalk towards a mansion with many rooms. And when I first saw it, I thought, wow, that house is huge. Look how many rooms it has. It wasn't golden, though. It looked like just any regular mansion, but the fact that it had a lot of rooms let me know what it symbolized. I was with a work crew. We were going to work on the house. I went downstairs and went to sleep. I had thought they left me. I woke up suddenly and started to get dressed. And I looked over and I could kind of see through like a foyer or a window the families over there eating supper. I realized there was a baby sleeping in a high chair, and the baby woke up. It says here that she woke up, but I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. And the mom came in. I was still trying to get my socks on, and the baby said something, maybe cold. And I started to talk to the mom, and I was telling her they always do this to me, but I feel like she thought I was lying or knew I was lying, like that they always leave me. She asked me if when I was hired did I see a Bible anywhere. I told her I don't think so, but I thought he was a Christian. I think she bent down and was trying to help me get my sock on. And then my grandmother came in, and now it was all dark in here. Even the baby, like the mom paid absolutely no attention to this baby. It seemed like there was food on it, and it was just kind of sitting there in darkness. And when I sat down, when the baby said something, I remember thinking, that baby's never spoken before. I wonder why. I bet the mom's going to be upset that it spoke to me first. And when my grandmother walked in, that side of the house was suddenly lit. Bright. Like all of a sudden these windows were just light. And she came in and she spun this computer around. And I remember thinking, like, she got a lot of guts. Like, she don't know this lady. What's she even... And my grandmother don't know how to use computers. And she starts typing like a madman and gets this printout. And she comes and she's standing like this with this paper in her hands. Over here. Just watching. It wasn't my grandmother. Her face couldn't hide what was behind her. And the light was because it was the light bearer. The bears. It was Lucifer. Of this I have no doubt. A lot of times he leads me to the understanding of these dreams. And this time, there was no subliminal anything to it. He was very matter-of-factly. That side of the house seemed very bright, like the sun just came out. But my gran was very stone-faced and mean-looking. I could almost see behind her face what her real face was. I don't believe it was my gran. As soon as she walked into this woman's house, she walked up to the computer and very adeptly punched in a bunch of numbers. I remember thinking, how did she learn that she's never touched the computer? Excuse me. After she was done, it printed out what looked like a hospital bracelet. She just kind of stood there with her arms crossed, looking at me all mean-like. Now, I have a couple of different thoughts on it, and I'm just going to put them out there in the hopes that maybe somebody will be able to discern it and give me the correct answer. The workers that I were following behind weren't true workers. That's why she asked, when he hired you, did you know if he was a Christian or not? And part of me really believes that the lady that bent down to help me with my socks was God himself. It's like, why would this lady, I'm asleep in her house. And I tried to tell her, oh, they said they were going to use the bathroom or something, or left me here, and I was convicted in my spirit instantly. She knew that I was lying. And that I had went over and went to sleep. In my mind, it's a warning to me and everybody else. Those workers that were walking into the house that think they're working for God aren't. And the ones that are, including myself, especially myself, don't fall asleep. You're going to wake up in the middle of this supper. The thing with the computer, it was Lucifer. There's no other doubt in my mind. The face of my grandmother was there, but that wasn't what was behind it, man. You could almost see it in the light, like he's the light bearer. That was his name. And everything just lit up over there, and it wasn't the light of God. If it was the light of God, I would have woke up covered in tears. I've seen that light. I have a video, I'm posting it tomorrow. I hope as many people see it as they could, because I rewatched it and it made me cry again. I took it as his message. Either you're cold or you're hot. And if you're cold, Satan's standing there waiting. He has your number. He has your bracelet. You're his. He was standing there, man, just waiting. I've been asking him what more I can do, because I don't know. I try to live like he wants me to live. My cursing, there's just about left. Today was a bad day. I cursed. But every time I curse, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. There's been a couple days lately where I haven't cursed at all. And my vernacular was curses, which is a horrible thing, because I speak pretty well. For me to be dropping F-bombs every other word just takes away from my intelligence. Makes me look like an idiot. I don't know. I kind of do. Like, I feel I was called for a certain thing, and I haven't done it. I did it 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I pulled the demon out of my wife. My father allowed it. My intents are to make a video about that too. But for everybody else, time's just about up, man. And this is just as much for me. Like, I took it very personally. I almost didn't even post this because I thought, this isn't for everybody else. Like, he's telling me, I called you, man, step up. But that's pretty selfish. He gives people dreams to serve everybody. We really need to put in work. When I was an addict, I put in work 24 hours a day to maintain myself. If I put half that effort into preaching his word and doing what he wants me to do, I get my crown. I want to be able to go home and have my father stand in front of me and tell me, good job. I'm proud of you. And I thought I was doing pretty good. Apparently, there's more that I need to do. And I'm assuming that if you watch this video and you get a guilty conscience, then the stream was meant for you. Your spirit will convict you. Convicted me as soon as I got out of bed. I didn't know what to do. I thought, should I go start laying hands on people now? Just pick random people? And so this week, my mother-in-law is coming up, and she's been a Jehovah's Witness for a long, long time. And those people are such liars, man. They've burdened her with such guilt. Maybe he'll allow me to show it. I hope so. Whatever happens, I will post about it. I came upstairs before, and I had the Bible open to Corinthians, and it's about the fruits of the Spirit. And one is wisdom, and one is knowledge, and one is prophecy, and they're all part of the same body, and none is less than the other. And it flashed into my head, wherever there are two of you, I am also. So maybe that's why she wants to come up so bad and sit down and talk to me and Liz. Anyway, that's it. My head's empty. Please take this warning. I did. Very seriously. I love you. Jesus loves you. God bless.